My viewers, welcome back to my channel. Few days I was very busy because of students' examination and a tight schedule in the school. I was not able to come to you with my reflection and interaction. Today I would prefer to speak for teachers and students with a few tips that will help you to handle certain situations in the class as well as outside the class, which can make you relax. I say these things because many of us sometimes find very difficult to know and understand the students' mind and their way of doing and acting in the class. And very often we judge students wrongly and we make judgments. We throw wrong judgments upon the students and neglect sometimes our responsibility. So here, which are the areas, or we can say what are the areas where we are finding difficult to handle the students very diligently and responsibly. There are areas we are finding difficult to handle students. Maybe one area is that we lack control over the students in the class. Many teachers complain, I cannot control my class. I don't know, my students are very naughty, they are very noisy, talkative, they don't write anything, they are simply talking, and I cannot teach anything. There are teachers complaining that they don't open the text, they don't um they run in the class, they don't listen, they don't write any homework. Like that, so many complaints are brought, and it is very difficult to handle such teachers' opportunity. Teachers who are not able to handle such situations, there may be some question mark for them and they may face some difficulties later. So, my focus here is to help you out with some tips in the class as well as outside the class when we interact with the students. So, let us come to the point. The first point is that when we are in the class, we need to engage the students fully. So, when we engage the students fully, we will see students are knowing certain things. When we don't engage, their duty is to talk. They keep talking. But when we engage them, there is always no place for them to talk. So, the best way to handle the students in the class and the discipline of the classroom is to engage the students. So, how can you engage the students? You can engage the students with the teaching and study materials. Your you have to find out your way of tackling the situations. So, first and foremost, you have to engage the students in learning. You can use different methods for engaging the students in learning. First thing is ask them something about their social life, family, about their physical health. Ask them about how did they have their breakfast, or what did they have therefore what did they have for their breakfast, and how they are feeling. A kind of social introduction can come in to play a very important and vital role when we are in the class. So when they come to know that we are very sociable, they are also going to become very sociable and friendly. At the same time, you need to give a caution. Okay, now is the time for us to study. So you have to devise, you have to find out your own method as to begin the class. So when we engage the students with the moral values at the beginning of the class itself, with a certain advice, certain corrections, evaluations, then they will begin to pay attention to your class. So classroom can be engaged. It can become happy classroom insofar as you engage them with certain methods. And then after engaging them with the social introduction and certain way of engaging them with your points, then you can get into your class reflection. You need to give more ideas than what is in the text. Reading the text will be very, very easy, but reflecting and giving beyond the text, out of the box, reading beyond the lines will be always very, very beneficial to the students. They will come to know teacher has prepared well. She or he gives me new ideas. So this is one of the best ways, and then conclude the class with a good laugh. That will be good enough for you each and every day for making your life happy as well as students' life happy. And the second method is that once you are out of the class and you meet them outside the classroom, you have some interaction with them. If suppose you have made a student little bit angry, talk to them for a while and smile to them and move around with them, kind of chatting outside will be always helpful, so that they know that you did something good for them, and if you have scolded them or corrected them, it is meant for their future life. And one more way you can correct, understand them. You know, students are of different degrees of learning. They are not equally capable of learning in the same way others are learning. So you should know that they need some ambience and some understanding, some place where they can easily grab your friendship, your attention. At home, they may not be getting the attention. They don't have even a good table to sit and study. So when you go home and visit their families, you will come to know that their situation is different from the way that we are thinking about them. So we need to come down to the level of their understanding of the subject and their level of living in the society. Then you will feel kind of a sympathy for them, and you will feel pity for them, and that way you will help them out. Understanding comes faster then. So these are the ways you can tackle the students in the class as far as I know. Some ways are always important. There are ways to improve, there are methods to be developed, there are choices to be made. Everything depends on the teacher. Teacher is active, the students will be active. There is a saying, ask the students, so the teacher, and so the students, ask the teacher. So until we meet again, bye.